as a high-performing athlete, as a high-performing career person, as just a general high performer? Are you getting the outcomes that you truly desire? Or are you really close to getting those outcomes, but you're not quite there? Because remember, there's always another level. So what we get to look at is, what are those outcomes? We need to face up to it and actually have a look at it. Is it seedings? What is the actual outcomes? What are the numbers? What are the facts? And the good question to ask is, what do we know to be true? Like, what is it that's happening in that moment? Where are you at? Look at the facts. Look at the outcomes that you're truly getting. And then this gives you a pathway to then tweak and change it to go forward. Because if we don't know exactly what's in front of us and exactly what we're getting as an outcome, then we can't have a look at what is causing those outcomes. And that's what we want to tweak here. Because too many people think about, I'll just tweak this bit out here, I'll just change this bit, I'll just do this tiny little thing out here, thinking that they're going to be able to get in there. We're just looking at the symptom. If we play around with the symptom, we're not going to be able to change the outcomes. What we want to do is get back inside here and tweak up and change the causes. The causes are, what are you really thinking to yourself? What identity have you created for yourself as a high performer? Whether it's a high performing athlete, whether it's you as a leader, whether it's you as a coach, it doesn't matter. What is that true identity that you've created in that moment? Because when we go behind that, then we start getting to look at, what are the stories you're telling yourself? What's the self-talk that's going on? What is it that you are actually doing and thinking? And that is where we get to tweak and change it, because when we have a look at what's happening in the causes, then we can change the outcome. If we're just dabbling in the middle and trying things and playing around with things, putting in a new process, putting in a new system, it's not going to change it, because we're not actually in amongst what's causing it. Now, the reason I say this, you want to tweak and change the outcome, you can put in place any process or system you like. But if you've still got the same mindset, if you've still got the same self-talk going on, you're still going to get the same crap outcome. And this is what we get to look at, because if we're keeping the old thought patterns, the old self-talk, the old identity going, and you put in place a new process or system, it's not going to work. You are not going to get the outcomes that you truly deserve. You're not going to get the outcomes that are going to take you next level with ease and flow. Now, we all want ease and flow, because there's enough going on as a high performer anyway. So what we get to look at is look at what's causing it. Get in your top 6 inches. Get in here. What are those stories? What is that actual self-talk? What is it that you do and say to yourself when it's going really, really well? What is it that you do and say to yourself when it's absolutely bombed out? Because that truly impacts the outcomes that you get. Now, if you look at, you want to take it to another ranking, if you want to take it to another seeding, if you want to win a certain championship, if you want to, whatever it is, go to that next level in your job, go to that next level in your career. Instead of dabbling in the systems and the processes, I just need to learn this, I'll just learn this, I'll just do this course, I'll just read a bit more of this, I'll just, have a look at this, I'll just ask that person. You're just dabbling in that middle area, which is just the symptoms. We can't just tweak and change the systems. We need to know what the causes are. That's in here and here. That's where I get to make the massive difference with you. That is where I get the massive success with the athletes and the high performers that I've been working with for years. Because we have a look at what goes on in your top 6 inches. We have a look at what goes on truly inside your heart as well, because when we connect the head and the heart together, we bring out more of you as you truly be in your whole self. That takes you faster to that next level outcome that you so deserve, that you so know is waiting there for you. And that's what we're able to do. Whereas if you stick and just have a look at the processes and the systems and just tweak and change little technique stuff out here, it's not going to matter, because if we've got the same bullshit pattern going on and the same negative self-talk going on, that story is going to keep progressing. It's going to keep flowing. And it doesn't matter what system or process we put in place, we're not going to get the outcomes that we know we can deserve, that we know that is waiting there for us at that higher level. So you need to get amongst it. Have a look at what is causing the outcome. Get in behind it. What's in your top 6 inches? What's in your heart as well? We want to connect those, create that new identity, create that self-talk that's going to take you to the next level, create that way forward and that path forward with a whole new vigor, a whole new meaning, and create that identity of you as that high performer. And then when you truly believe it in here and you connect it with your top 6 inches, you get the outcomes, you get the results that you so deserve.